Pisces, this is Sheree from Divine Visions. I'm bringing you your Twin Flame Soulmate reading for May, and we are going to be looking at the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine tonight for this month. Like we normally do, we're going to be looking at the Divine Masculine and where both of them are in their current energy. We're going to be looking at messages that each would like to say to one another and any challenges they may be undergoing, any temporary outcome or action that may be taken, and how each one feels for the other, for each other, how they feel towards one another. And I say he for the Divine Masculine, she for the Divine Feminine, no matter what gender you are, guys. It's just how I read. Let's have a look, okay? So first up, I'm using the Light Seer's Tarot for the Divine Masculine. Well, actually, no. I'm going to use this as the main theme energy. This is the main theme. For both of them. This is the connecting energy, I guess you could say, or the main theme. That is around the connection right now. Wow, guys. Major disruption, sudden awakening occurring here. This is amazing. And the Magician. Two major arcanas. Very significant change going on around the both of you right now. I really feel that both of you are coming out from a very hard, difficult place right now, that place of darkness. There is this ability to manifest a new path now. Because with the Tower, it's a sudden change. It's a sudden awakening. It's a disruption. And it's not necessarily comfortable. You know, it's very unpleasant sometimes, but it's necessary to bring about the change that is necessary. And the result, the outcome that needs to occur. So both of you have undergone some major transformations, like currently, you know, and recently. Some of you have been undergoing this for a long time, many years, okay? And some of you have just started to realize that, you know, emotions are going haywire. Things are going on that you don't even understand within yourselves. Spiritually, you know, you're gaining all these downloads, you know, all this information, this higher wisdom. Amazing what occurs with prayer as well. I feel a lot of you are praying for miracles. And this also helps to get rid of the stuff out of the way that no longer needs to be there. Our faith, our intentions, and the spoken word is so powerful, guys. And especially if you're both doing this. If the Divine Masculines are doing this in their own way, but with the same kind of intention, and the Divine Feminines are doing it in their own way, wow, you know, like, wow. So I want to see the major energy. There it is, the main energy of the Divine Masculine right now. I'm not doing any reversals today. Just so you know, the High Priestess is the Pisces energy. And so what this tells me, Pisces, Cancer, usually Pisces for me, is that he's really tapping into his higher wisdom right now, his intuition. He's really feeling his way throughout, you know, this darkness that he's in or has been in. This confusion I'm getting the word confusion for Divine Masculines because they thought they were on the right path and now they realize, holy crap, that's not for me anymore. There's major transformations going on within me. There's like a hidden power, you know, that I've started to discover that I have within me, and I can manifest what it is I need in my life. He's starting to realize how empowered he is through his emotions, through his feeling. Something he hasn't really perhaps tapped into very strongly in the past because it's too scary. There seems to be some kind of a transition for this Divine Masculine now where he's learning to trust in his own instincts, his own intuition. He's getting into that real feeling place within himself. He's had time to look within, and it hasn't been what's going on there? It hasn't necessarily been a very safe place for him in the past. But it feels like, for some reason, he's able to tap into this right now and really go deep into his own emotional self. Let's have a look. I want to see what other card might come up with that. Yeah, guys, like, look, release. He has released something. Probably fear. You know, he's released something so that he can come into this emotional feeling. It's like a dreamy, it's sensual, it's sensitive. His sensitivities, you know, he's now released something that, like a block, that has allowed him, and it's that sudden awakening occurring as well, guys. It might not have even been something that he chose to do. It's just inevitable. Something got to a point, you know, it's that cycle. Something's had to give. Something's had to give for him to now come into this. And that's amazing, that is. And you see this guy here, he looks freaked out. It's like, what the hell has happened? What do I do? I feel so raw and exposed and vulnerable and shit, what just happened, you know? And that's how I see, is that he is like that, like, wow, holy crap, what's just happening with me? It's like everything that I've ever really built around myself and who I am and what I'm here for is making me question now. What is it that I'm here for? Spiritual connection, right, with you. He's feeling this. With the divine feminines I'm talking to. He's feeling this. He's feeling a very strong spiritual connection and emotional. He's feeling that emotional bond very strongly, very clearly. Having that psychic connection with the divine feminine, because something has been removed. It's been, that block has been removed. Where is the divine feminine right now? I got two. Wow, how far out, guys. The Tower. What, are you kidding me? You're kidding me? The Tower. Wow. This is really significant for her then, those energies. Current energy for the divine feminine is the Tower and the Four of Earth. So, divine feminines, what are you stubborn for? There is something you've been holding back on. You've been a bit closed off or guarded here. Let's see what's going on there, because it seems like things are changing for you now. Wow, look at this, guys. Divine feminines. You felt so alone in your grief. You know, this is what's happening here. You've been holding back. You have been holding back out of your anger, resentment, trying to be strong, trying to be independent, getting on with it, you know. This is going to make you break down, have a good cry. This is what you need. You need to let it go. You're holding on too tightly to this pain or grief. You're holding on too tightly to this. It's time to let go now. You know, it's inevitable, guys. It's the word I'm getting, inevitable. It's inevitable for the divine masculine to release. It's inevitable for the divine feminines to let go. Stop holding on too tightly to things. It's change now, guys. So amazing how strong this is coming through. There's change needed for both of you, and it's occurring at the same bloody time. This is amazing. You're going to feel each other's changes and shifts going on here. There's so much shift in your energies right now. How is the divine masculine viewing the divine feminine? Wow, guys, I keep saying this. He's seeing that the divine feminine is going through a death rebirth, that transformation, letting go of the old and letting in the new. And so the Tower is definitely a disruption in her life. He's seeing this. He's seeing that there is this amazing epiphanies coming in for the divine feminine right now through this change. And, you know, he's seeing it's much needed. Yeah, despondence. He sees that she's gotten to that point where she has been despondent. She hasn't really had much hope. She hasn't had much optimism about this connection or where she's going. So he definitely sees that this is just needed now. A cleansing of her heart space is needed now. Something has to give in this as well for her. Because you know what? Since he's in this current energy and really, really emotionally and psychically connected with her, He can see and feel this connection. He can see and feel this shift in her energy from going from a hard rock, you know, to someone who's just suddenly dissolved, like all that stuff dissolving, and she's softening, and it's necessary. He's feeling this release. He's feeling her release. So strong. So what is the divine feminine? How's she how is she perceiving the divine masculine right now? How is the divine feminine perceiving the divine masculine? Yeah, that he's guarded. He's had to put up a fight. He did put up a fight. He seriously put up a fight against this. He didn't want to get in touch with his emotions. He's been in denial about the connection. He doesn't want to go there with the feely stuff, the emotional stuff, and the deep, deep, deep stuff, right? But it's had to happen. The tower's come in between the two of you. It's happened for both of you. And she sees that he's guarded. He's defending his position, or he was. Let's have a look at what else is going on there. Yes, guys, look at this. You know, they kind of see these people here with their swords and they're fighting off these wolves, etc. But what I see in this stance is that there's confusion. He's kind of like, she's seeing that he has been confused. He's kind of like put up his guard and has been on the defense with her and with others and just the journey. But now it's come to a point where he's had no choice but to break down these walls. And you know what? She may not necessarily be feeling him in that emotional, deep place right now, because she's kind of holding off. Like, she's closed off still right now. Yeah, she's closing off. It's so interesting, though, because there's definitely a sudden disruption occurring for the divine feminine. So they will soon feel and see the divine masculine is in a very deep, emotional, spiritual spot now. But this is how she sees him, is that he's confused. And she thinks, well, what are you confused about? You know, what are you confused for? What are you confused? Why are you on the defense? You know, why are you doing that? What are you defending? What do you got to guard up for? You don't even know what you're protecting. It's that kind of thing. So she's kind of like looking down on him at this point. This is what I feel with a lot of the divine feminines. Like, they're pissed. Some of them are really pissed. And it may not even be at him. It's just life in general. It's love in general. It's just how things have gone, that there's no trust there for the divine feminines. Now, let's have a look. How is he, the divine masculine, feeling for the divine feminine right now? What is he feeling in his heart space? She's it, man. She's it. He loves her. He sees that she's on her way. He feels that she is somebody who's very independent, someone who can look after herself. He feels drawn to that. I want to see what else comes up with this. She can look after herself. That's what he sees, that she's hardworking and that she's got herself to where she wants to be. Besides all this shadow stuff, right, that's going on, because don't forget he's perceiving her as going through a major transformation. And that he's feeling it, don't forget, because he's in that feeling space. He's psychically connecting. She's not at this stage. So he knows that she's going through this major transformation and that he sees her as being able to grow in this, through this journey. He's feeling this for her. That through this whole lesson and whatever's going on in her life right now, he's been with you. He has been with the divine feminine from day dot, it seems like, especially if you're a twin flame connection. But what I'm saying with that is that there's been a history here. This divine masculine knows where this divine feminine has come from. Okay, her space, her background, everything, how she's feeling, why she is the way she is. He has this inner wisdom now, especially, to be able to look into this. And he sees that there's this beautiful growth occurring within the divine feminine. He feels that she's this very strong, independent person. But at the same time, you know, she's undergoing this stuff, but he can see beyond that. So he feels that this can definitely grow as well. You know, this connection. That's what he's feeling. So let's see what the divine feminine feels for the divine masculine right now. Temperance, which is beautiful, balance and harmony. Let's see what's going on with that. Well, you know what? She feels that he is coming into this place of, well, it's funny, you know, because maybe she has picked up on some kind of energy change within him, even though she's not opening up herself. Because I don't feel like she's got as much insight as to what's going on as he does at this time. But she's going to, because the Tower's coming in. So the Temperance, wisdom, she sees that there's balance within him, that he is in a place of coming into his wisdom. She can feel it, that he is wise now, like he's wisened up. He's starting to wisen up. It's so weird because she's perceiving him as guarded and that he's confused. But what she's feeling is also that he's coming into this place of harmony and balance and wisdom. I feel too that this is what the Divine Feminines wish for him. They wish for him to grow wise. They wish for him to come into harmony and balance within himself. This is what she feels for him. So this is what I see, is that he wishes for her to grow and be in her independence and really keep going onwards and upwards in her path. And she's feeling that she wants for him to grow into this wisdom and balance and harmony and temper his energy so he's not, you know, either too passive or too aggressive. It's interesting. And she has looked up to this Divine Masculine in the past as well. So she might not always act that she does that, but I feel like that she has. The Divine Feminines have really looked up to the Divine Masculine for that wisdom in the past. Because this Divine Masculine, even though there has been confusion and he has been in a dark place, he has in the past, I feel, maybe he's older than the Divine Feminine. I'm not sure how that works with this, but it just feels like there's some maturity in this Divine Masculine where he has come in and rescued and helped the Divine Feminine with many things. So she does kind of look up to him in many ways. So now what I want to look at is, what does the Divine Masculine struggle with right now? What is his challenges in coming forward to her right now as it stands? He's judging himself. He's going through a bit of a judgment period here. He's looking at his past and being in this space of the High Priestess. He's really looking within. He's going within and really feeling his way through his journey, feeling where he's been in his past, where he's going to now. He's feeling the pain and everything that's happened in this connection. And everybody, not just the twin flame connection, but he's feeling it like holistically with everyone, the collective, the globe, everything, the planet, you know, like he's really taking in everything, and there's compassion growing in his soul right now. But the challenge for him right now is to really be able to move forward, like where to from now, because he's still in this right now, sitting in it right now, gaining his wisdom, feeling his way through it, feeling sensitive. Yeah, look at this. It might be a little bit hard for him to trust in those instincts as much as he's going into that. He might feel, yes, it's hard for him to trust where he's going once he comes out from this, because as we know, with any transformation, there's a death stage and there's a renewal, okay? So there's a birth, death, rebirth going on here. And this is what this is about. You know, he's trying to heal at the moment. He is healing and trying to be gentle and go into that real feeling in the emotion side of things. But at the same time, he might be finding it really tough to confront some of the things that are coming up for him regarding his past karmic cycles. And he may find it hard to trust in where to now, you know, where to from now. What is the Divine Feminine's challenge? Okay, so she's looking into the past. Let's have a look at this. Yeah, some of the Divine Feminines are finding it hard to have gratitude in their hearts regarding what's happened in the past. They might be, as we saw before, holding on to something, not letting go of something from the past. It could be that resentment I was picking up on before. Maybe not moving into a place of gratitude for the lessons that have come in. But I feel like she is undergoing a transformation. Some of them might feel it. Some of them might not necessarily feel it yet. It is coming in. And it may be an absolute sudden disruption in your life. And it may not necessarily be a bad thing. It doesn't have to be necessarily be a really, huge, bad, negative thing. But there's definitely going to be an eye-opener, an awakener, that's for sure, in the Divine Feminine's life as to how she has been and how it's not serving her. And what grief she needs to let go of. That's what's going on here. She's still holding on to that pain. And yeah, it needs to definitely move through that. And it does feel like it's inevitable, though, that there is going to be something that does spark this, this within her, where it does start to just come out and be released. And then I think then she will be able to have, once coming out from it all and having that healing and that growth from this lesson, from this journey, is able to look back and say, you know what, I'm actually grateful that happened, because it's now shown me this about myself and this connection, etc. Sometimes when you're in it, you don't actually see the lesson, or you don't feel the gratitude, that's for sure. But when you come out of it, there's a higher reason for things sometimes. So let's have a look at what the Divine Masculine wants to say to the Divine Feminine right now. Okay, it's 1, 2. Here we go. So we've got the 10 of Pentacles, which is just beautiful. It's the home and family. It's that security, traditional marriage even. What he's saying is, I am on a journey of healing past pain. Oh my God, we just said that. And freeing myself from negative self-beliefs. This is his light side talking to her. He is on a journey of healing past pain and freeing himself from negative self-beliefs. This is him right here, releasing the past pain, right? And moving into this path of healing right here. That is amazing. What he wants to say to you is that he wants to be, this is the outcome he wants with the Divine Feminine, is to move into this secure place. He wants that happy family. He wants that happy marriage. He possibly even wants the home and having this place of security with the Divine Feminine. Yeah. Security is the main word coming through with this card. But he wants this with her. That's what I feel with you guys, is that he wants this. He wants to come forward and actually have this, because some of you might be a Cancer. That's just something coming up here, a Cancerian. Doesn't have to be. It's just a significant message for those who are. Because what I get here is this real contentment and need to be nurtured and safe within a family and home environment. That's what he seeks. That's what he's wanting. What else does he want to say? So strength, Leo energy. We've got the Magician up there, which is Gemini, Virgo. Okay, just for some of you who might have some people, Divine Masculines that, or Divine Feminines with those star signs. We've got strength. You are my strength, I hear. I'm hearing him say, you are my strength. What is the light message? Wow. Far out, guys. You can't make this shit up, seriously. I know our love is strong and can weather any storm. What is this card? This is strength. I know our love is strong. You are my strength, far out. And can weather any storm. This is what he knows now. Being in this place right now, this is what he's come to realize. This is just amazing. I know our love is strong and can weather any storm. This is his realization right now. Because it's like he's had an epiphany that even through all of this crap he's been through, and yes, he's had to face himself and confront some inner demons and beasts and whatever you want to call it within himself, he's had to fight. He's had to fight, and he's been fighting off everyone else. He's been fighting off love. He's been fighting off so many things, and now he's got no choice. The Tower's come in now. He's got no choice but to surrender to this now and to look at it for what it is within himself. He's questioned love and life and spirituality and all sorts of things, birth and death and rebirth. He's you name it. He has questioned in this space everything that he once thought of as in a certain way has now it's changed completely his whole perception on life and love and the purpose, the higher purpose. this is just really freaking amazing. Like, it is a sudden awakening. And he's amazed that he can be in this space. He's possibly a little afraid of it, you know, at the same time. It's very confronting. But he's getting, you know, he's learning right now to be in that space, in that psychic space, in that feeling his emotions, going with the flow, trusting in his feelings, following his heart space, you know, his heart, I should say. And he's saying that he knows that your love is strong and can weather any storm. Because, I mean, you must have gone through the bloody worst of it, because look what's happened, you know. And he's saying I am on a journey of healing past pain. So he's still healing this past pain right now. Let's have a look. But he's aware of it, guys. He's aware of it and he's doing it. So let's have a look then as to what does the Divine Feminine want to say to the Divine Masculine right now. Oh, that does want to come out. Oh my God, guys. You seriously are freaking mirroring each other. We've got the Page of Fire, but look what else came up. 9 of Fire. Oh no, sorry. I thought it was a Strength card. I've got another card in my tarot cards with a lion on it, but don't you worry. This still is relevant because the 9 of Fire is resilience. It's about pushing on and moving forward. And she's saying, I've still got a flame burning for you. I want to be with you and I'm going to hang in there for you. She is, and you are, hanging in for the Divine Masculine. So this is what they're saying. I want to see what the light message is. Oh, wow. So many came out. You've got a lot to say to the Divine Masculine. So your light... I can't see it. Your light helps me navigate through the darkness towards you. Look at this. The light, the flame. So she's seeing this as the Divine Masculine's flame, even though she burns one for him. Your light helps me navigate through the darkness towards you, because she is in a dark place right now. Holding on to that grief. Do you know what's so weird is that in past readings I've ever done, and from what I've always seen in people's comments and hearing from Divine Feminines, etc., and going through my own journey with the Divine Masculine, it seems always that the Divine Feminines are usually the first to undergo the whole transition and sudden awakening and the freaking pain and coming out to the other side. It seems that it's kind of like reversed in this one. You know, it feels like the Divine Feminines have gotten themselves into some kind of, where are we? Path. It's a pain that they just can't escape from. Maybe it's happened too many times and now they're just stuck in it. They don't know how to get out of it, or they're not budging. But this tower's coming in. It's making them face this now and release this grief. But she's saying, your light helps me navigate through the darkness towards you, because he is shining a light. How amazing is that? So now the 9 of Fire is saying, hang in there, don't give up. Give it one last chance. That's what she's saying to him, is I'm not giving up on you. I want to keep going with this. I want to have the strength. I need your strength to, guide me out of this darkness that I'm in. Which is interesting, because I think he was saying she is his strength or something. You are my strength. So interesting how they see each other. What is she saying here? A magical experience through, tantric sex. That's what I want with you. So far out. She's like, wow, she's really feeling this Divine Masculine. She doesn't want this. Yes, of course, yes, we want lustful sex sometimes. That's just natural. But at the same time, I see that she actually wants to have this really deep, beautiful, blissful, spiritual connection with him. Joining forces physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's body, mind, and soul. That's what she wants. She doesn't want to just give her heart away or her body away and then have it just, thrown away like it felt like it was in the past. What is she saying now? I'm ready to face the truth with courage now. Wow. because she's been in denial. And I am stuck in my grief. See, this is the shadow sides we're reading, and I probably should have been reading the shadow sides for her because she is in the shadow self. But at the same time, I am being drawn to, because she's coming out of this. So I'm reading kind of like both. I am stuck in my grief, but I'm healing my heart. I've been in denial, but I'm ready to face this truth now with courage. So she's kind of like at that transition stage right now, coming out of this, which is really good. She's got the awareness there. What else does the Divine Masculine want to say to the Divine Feminine? I'm sorry, okay? He wants the Divine Feminines to know he's sorry for the pain that he may have caused you. When I think of you, I smile. He loves you. He's smiling. There's warmth in his heart for you. Through my lessons, I've become stronger and wiser. I'm telling you. He's come into this place now where he's really got it now. He's got it. What does the Divine Feminine want to say? I blame myself. Interesting, because a lot of the Divine Feminines often blame the Divine Masculine, but I think deep down as well, they do feel some guilt that they have, caused pain on the Divine Masculine as well. I often think of our last intimate times together. Now, the Divine Feminines are really, really tuning into this energy of sex and intimacy with the Divine Masculine. They're really wanting this, they're really feeling this, they're drawn to this. But at the same time, they're kind of like in two minds. It's like, I really want you, but I don't bloody want you. You know, it's kind of like, wow. It's like two minds. The Divine Feminines really want him. They just are too pained to let go, to trust again, that kind of thing. That's what's going on. But at the same time, he sees and he knows that she's undergoing a transition and that it won't be long before she's going to be with him. You know, she'll be available to him, emotionally available. Because he's got trust now. He's got some wisdom that's come through. It's really strong here. What is the temporary outcome then? What is the Divine Masculine going to do this month? Could be looking at a Divine Masculine who is an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. But either way, this Divine Masculine really wants to start. Well, he's planning, guys. He's planning to come towards you. This Divine Masculine is moving forward towards the Divine Feminine. He is carefully planning whilst he's undergoing this and feeling his way through this and gaining his wisdom and really instinctively, intuitively connecting with your energy, the Divine Feminines. He's like, he knows when he can and can't come in. You know, this is like how amazingly tuned into your energy he is at this time. So he's sitting back and waiting for, you know, when this occurs within the Divine Feminine, when this has occurred, where everything has kind of like shifted, you know, this disruption that's coming into her heart space or her life or whatever it is, this necessary change. He's waiting for her to undergo that self-nurturing. He can see that she's a strong, independent woman, you know, or feminine, who's able to grow through these lessons, but she's just got to do that one thing, which is to surrender. Let go, damn it. You know, let go of that pain you're holding on to. Let go of that stubbornness. Whatever it is that's holding this back, you know, that's what's happening. So he's coming forward. He's planning very carefully. He's got a lot of wisdom. Look, we got the owl there as the owl again, right? For wisdom. And he's really learned a lot. This Divine Masculine's gone through a hell of a journey and he's come out quite strong. A lot of wisdom, but he's also not only in his heart space, but he's also coming through with a very logical perspective as well. So he's not just rushing in all willy-nilly here. He's coming in with a mission, with a plan. He's coming in with a plan. He's coming in with something solid for this connection because he's now learnt it. He's now seen it and he's felt, right, what he has to do. That is amazing. Yeah, look at this. Recovery. This is him recovering. He's recovered. This is when he's recovered. He's coming in. This is awesome. So what is the action that the Divine Feminine will take towards the Divine Masculine this month? No, it doesn't feel right. Oh, God, guys, seriously. This is so bizarre. We got the Ace of Earth. Look at this. Ace of Earth, Ace of Earth. You guys are seriously mirroring each other. I can't get over it. There's a tower, the tower, you know, far out. This is the Nine of Pentacles, right? The Nine of Earth. He saw this within her before. This is how he was perceiving her, as a very strong, independent person working on themselves, hard working, you know, on themselves in their life, on this path, on this journey, trying to get herself out of this rut. This is what the Divine Feminines are doing. They're still working hard on themselves. That's what they're doing, so that they can provide also a strong foundation for this connection. This is just damn amazing. All right, let's see. Wow, did you see that? Yes, this is beautiful. So she's going to start having this faith. She's going to have this back again, because the Divine Feminine's lost this faith. It's coming back in. The seed has been planted. A new pathway is now being sown here, basically, you know, for this connection. She's just got to have faith in herself, and that's what it looks like she's going to do. So I want to see, what else do I want to see here? Yeah, the romance angels. Let's do it, hey? This is the Divine Masculines for the Divine Feminine. What does he want to say? Oh, this is interesting, guys. So, release your ex and worth waiting for. Is there an ex, or is there an energy around the Divine Feminine that's, you know, what am I saying? Perhaps it is stored pain from the past that she's also carrying, that she has to let go of. You know, I'm not saying that there's no pain from the Divine Masculine in her heart space here. But is it an accumulation of the pain from this connection and other connections from the past? Or is it childhood wounds? Is there something that you're carrying that's so heavy that needs to be sorted and dealt with, and you need to work on yourself before, you know, you can really, what am I saying? Move into this, you know, set this new path, move into this. Because he's saying release your ex, and he's waiting for you. You're worth waiting for. Could be some residual energy there, guys. Okay, let's have a look. What does the Divine Feminine want to say to the Divine Masculine? Getting to know each other again. So as you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. She feels like she needs to get to know the Divine Masculine again, and she needs to forgive and learn. Okay, let's have a look. So she's still undergoing this forgiveness. She's still trying to release and heal the past, you know, and she's trying to perhaps forgive him or forgive herself or others. But I feel like because he's now going through a major shift as well, and there might have been time apart and you've just grown in different ways, she wants to get to know the Divine Masculine. She really wants to get to know who he is now. What, you know, the part that she didn't get to see was that real spiritual, strong, emotional, sensitive person now that's coming into this space, who's now in touch with his emotions, is emotionally mature. She wants to get to know that Divine Masculine. That's the Divine Masculine she really, really wants to get to know. She also wants to learn how to forgive and move away from that heavy energy of grief and burden and stubbornness and all that stuff that, you know, maybe she's guarded. Maybe she's learned in some way to really guard herself and doesn't know how to unguard herself now. It's that kind of stuff coming through here. But it does look really positive. I mean, you're both mirroring each other in so many ways. This Divine Masculine wants to come forward to you. This Divine Masculine wants to come forward to this Divine Feminine. He's waiting for her to sort out, you know, what she needs to sort out her stuff. And to not hold him at ransom either. Because that's what some of the energy is here with the Divine Feminines, is that in the past they've been really tough on the divine masculine. He has to prove all this stuff and he has to change this and change that. And you know, it's a massive pressure on the divine masculines who may not have known how to. But now they've come into, this ones I'm reading for here, has come into that knowledge and wisdom and are feeling their way through it now. They might even, you know, it's kind of like this divine masculine has, his whole life is changing. It's like not just how he views love and life and everything. It could even be his own soul purpose. He might even change career paths. He might go for a more spiritual, you know, what am I saying? Vocation. I think that's the word I'm trying to say. Instead of going for something that just was bringing in the money or whatever, there's going to be something that's way more meaningful to him. It's going to be of service to others. That kind of thing is happening here as well. I'm just seeing if there's one more card I need to get here. What is the main message that I could get for you guys right here? What is the main message? Yeah, I might pick out one more of these. What is the last message, guys, for the twin flames? What's going on with them? Divine feminine, divine masculine. Yeah, beautiful, guys. Engagement. So it shows that your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. This is just gorgeous. And some of you might have thought, oh, this is never, ever going to happen. It's just too much damage, too much water under the bridge. How are we going to heal from this? This is an amazing, sudden awakening. I'm telling you guys, the tower, wow, you know, like, you can't escape from the tower. When it happens, and you just become aware of things that you had no idea about before. Some people can undergo it like that. It's such a shock to the system that it just changes their whole outlook on everything around them. And they're kind of like, wow, you know, moving into this connection or into life with new eyes, fresh eyes. That's what it feels like here. Insecurity. And miracle and gossip. This is so bizarre. All right, what I'll see with this, because the miracle card is amazing. That's standing out to me. Yeah, that's right. This is what I was talking about, is that there's been an insecurity about what to trust in this connection. You know, in the shadow side too that's coming through. It's the shadow side that's the negative voices that are coming through always that stop this from ever, you know, happening and developing. And the gossip, it's those inner voices once again. Okay. Maybe you had people telling you, oh, this will never happen as well. Like, it's not just your own inner voices. You might have had other people in your mind, and I'm talking to the divine masculine as well, that, you know, this is not going to ever work, or you will never have a relationship because of the way you are. No one will ever love you. You know, no one will ever commit to you. This is your inner voices. And feeling this insecurity, or this person's no good, or they're never going to come back to me, or they're never going to prove themselves to me, or no one's going to fight for me. It's that kind of thing. But it's showing that very soon your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment, which is just freaking beautiful. And the miracle, what's the miracle? I want to see what the miracle is. Oh my God, did you see that? Just flew right out onto it. The King of Fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, doesn't have to be, once again, just a significant message, guys. You know what the miracle is? Is that the flames, they're meant to be together. You know, this is where this is coming about, is that if something is meant to be, it's going to be. And this is where this is coming through. Very soon, this engagement and higher level of a commitment is coming through. The miracle is taking control. That's what it is. It's that you're both going to move into this energy of knowing that you're in control of your emotions, of the new path together. There's passion here to move forward. There's this miracle that what you thought was gone and lost, you know, has come back even stronger than before. And that flame is burning brighter than before. I just think that's amazing. Like, that is just gorgeous, that is. Yeah, you're letting go of your shadow sides. That's what we talked about, the shadow side right there. You're not just letting go of it because we always sort of have it there. But it's about taming it. You're taming this. You're not allowing this to take over, you know, the lighter side of yourselves. What's this one? Yep, here we go. This is the last one. 6 of Fire is the victory, guys. See how she's so elated? She's so happy. She's jumping up and down with joy. She's now overcome the beast, right? He and she. The divine feminine and divine masculine are going to overcome this beast, this inner voice, this insecurity, these shadow sides that keep coming up and taking over the connection, over their emotions, over their wisdom and knowledge and their thoughts, everything, their reasoning. It's this miracle coming in that you're in control. You take the lead of where this goes now. So there is commitment, engagement, and it's coming very soon because you both want it. And I think that's just damn beautiful. That's just gorgeous there. So, wow. Drawn to one more card and then I'm done. So this is my Divine Love Oracle. Let's see what this last message is. Yeah, gorgeous. Remain optimistic, guys. Could be around the summertime for some of you where this miracle is occurring between the two of you, okay? Because I definitely feel this really strong love, you know, between the two of you. I just feel it. And this is what's happening. It's around summertime. I feel like there's this warmth and glow and love, and I hear drinks clinking, and it's like a celebration. That's what I'm hearing. It's just like full on, you know, coming out from this place of darkness and being able to just be free to be together. That's what I'm hearing. Free to be together. It's, you know, getting like having this tamed. This is what it is. The shadow side is insecurity, and it's within both of you. The divine masculine feeling insecure that they weren't secure enough for the divine feminine, that they didn't have it together. Their shadow self was able to take over, and same with her. She felt that her shadow self and her insecurity has closed her off and guarded, and she's kept her grief and other things inside. She hasn't let go. There's a miracle coming in. It's going to be like the phoenix rising, guys. This is what I see here. Both have been, you know, taken right down to the ground, burned in the ashes, right? And you're rising back again. That's what I see here. And you're overcoming, both of you, this voices from other people, friends, family. It could be religious backgrounds that sort of like is the inner voice, you know, saying why we can't be together. It could be your own, once again, shadow sides coming up, all those negative thinking, the negative thoughts coming up, but you're going to overcome that, which is damn amazing, guys. And I just think that's one of the best readings I've done thus far. So I hope that's really helped you and given you some insight. If it resonates, please comment below and let me know how you go, guys. Love and blessings, and I'll connect with you next time.